Sometimes, in the normal course of life, we unexpectedly run into moments that transcend time, moments that open doors that we previously didn't even know existed, moments in which we're able to touch the very essence of another being. When I met Helen, I was a state social worker doing nursing home inspections. As part of the inspection, I had to interview a sample of the residents at the nursing home. On this particular day, Helen was in my sample. I walked into her room, explained who I was, and sat down next to her to see how she was doing. Helen was an 88-year-old woman confined to a wheelchair. Her tiny body was so curled over that she was staring directly down at the floor. A large lump on her back prevented her from looking up, but she could look sideways and see me. It turned out that Helen was terribly lonely. It was obvious that she needed to talk a little, so I made myself comfortable on the side of her bed and listened. She started out by sharing that in her younger years she'd been a concert pianist, a career that she loved. But as she told me this, I was taken in by her hands, hands shrunken and gnarled with arthritis, hands that would have difficulty even holding a dinner fork, hands that would certainly never again play a piano. After marrying her husband, who was also a musician, they lived a fulfilling life together in New York City, where they supported themselves by playing in orchestras and giving private music lessons. She told me that given the chance, she'd do it all over again without any changes. Now, not many people can say that. Even though she'd thoroughly enjoyed her life, everything changed when her husband died and the arthritis set in. Helen stated matter-of-factly that she had already lived her life and was now just waiting for the good Lord to take her home. As I sat in her presence, I was warmed by her openness and simplicity. Then I realized that I had needed to get back to doing my inspection, so I thanked her for her time, excused myself, and stood up to leave. But as I turned to leave, a picture on her dresser caught my eye. It was a picture of a stunning young woman dressed in a short, roaring 20s style dress with dangly fringe all around it and long pearl necklaces hanging down past her waist. The woman in the picture had a defiant smile and bobbed hair with small curls framing her face. The image was bold, bright, and dynamic. I stopped and looked back past the bedside commode at Helen, a tiny, crippled up, arthritic woman, now unable to complete even the simplest task by herself. Helen, is that a picture of you? Yes, it is, dear. Like a wave washing over me, I sensed the profound social revolution that this woman had taken part in. Helen, were you a young woman during the 1920s? Yes, I was, dear. I was swept up in intrigue for this woman, so I sat down again next to her as though we were two schoolgirls comparing notes. Helen, what was it like? I mean, really, what was it like to be a young woman during the roaring 20s? Her face lit up with excitement as she took my hand in hers. Then, with electrified eyes that looked right through me, she declared, "It was wild." Oh, my eyes welled up with tears. Oh, I'll bet it was. I was full of envy for the wildest of wild experiences that she must have had. Experiences I could only vaguely imagine. In that moment, I realized that this old girl had been a real mover and shaker. After drying my eyes and reflecting for a moment, I confided in her. Helen, I was a young woman in the late 60s. Again she lit up. You were? What was that like? Oh, knowing that she would understand, I told her. It was wild, Helen. It was really wild. I felt her reaching into my memories and wanting to relive them with me. She squeezed my hand and said, I'll bet it was. For a moment, the 50 years separating us became transparent. For a moment, we were of one adventure-seeking soul. For a moment, I wasn't a middle-aged state social worker, and she wasn't a decrepit old woman waiting to die alone in a nursing home. For just a moment, we were two women holding hands, reliving memories of the two wildest times of the entire past century.